In the vast and mystical world of Douluo continent, where love and war intertwine, fate sometimes deals the cruelest hands. The 98th episode of Unrivaled Tang Sect delivers one of the most heart-wrenching moments in the series, where love is not just a bond, but a battlefield. The god of love descends, forcing Wang Dong'er and Wang Qiu'er into a fight where the stakes are nothing less than Huo Yuhao's heart. But in this brutal trial, only one truth remains. Love demands sacrifice, and sometimes that sacrifice is everything. The prelude, Trials of the Heart. The Shrek team had ventured into the enigmatic Qiankun Love Valley, a place where emotions are laid bare and the deepest desires are tested. The first two trials had been conquered. Huo Yuhao and Wang Dong'er successfully rescued Dai Hao, proving their strength and resolve. Meanwhile, Shu Sanxi and Zhang Nanan had reconciled, their love rekindled in the fires of adversity. Their bond awakened Shu Sanxi's dormant Xuanwu bloodline, marking a turning point in his destiny. Bei Bei, He Kai Tu, and Xiao Xiao also emerged victorious, their bonds strengthened through trials of trust and devotion. But for Huo Yuhao, Wang Dong'er, and Wang Qiu'er, the most agonizing test was yet to come. The gods' decree, a fight for love. In an instant, the world around them shifted. Wang Dong'er and Wang Qiu'er found themselves standing on a desolate, frozen peak, the air so cold it burned their lungs. Before them, the voice of the god of love resonated like thunder. Only one may leave with Huo Yuhao, the other must yield or perish. Wang Qiu'er's golden eyes flickered with determination, while Wang Dong'er's delicate features hardened with resolve. The god of love had spoken. There would be no compromise. The shocking revelation. Wang Qiu'er's truth. Before the battle could begin, Wang Qiu'er revealed a truth that shattered the silence between them. "Do you know why I look like this?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "It was never my choice. My appearance is nothing more than a reflection of Huo Yuhao's heart, a mirror of his love for you." Wang Dong'er's breath caught. She had never imagined the depth of Wang Qiu'er's suffering, how she had given everything, even her own identity, for a love that might never be returned. Wang Qiu'er continued, her voice breaking. "When he swallowed the scorching Yangquan water to save you, it was me who found the second acacia heartbreak red. I watched him suffer, and I would do it all again." Wang Dong'er, though stunned, felt no anger, only sorrow. She bowed deeply, her voice barely audible. "If you win, promise me you'll love him as I would. Don't let him mourn me." But Wang Qiu'er shook her head fiercely. "Number, I won't be your replacement. If he loves me, it must be for who I truly am." The battle, light against gold. The battle erupted in a storm of light and fury. Wang Qiu'er's golden dragon spear tore through the air, its power enough to split mountains. With a single thrust, 1,000 golden serpents coiled into a colossal dragon, its roar shaking the heavens. Wang Dong'er, ever graceful, spread her radiant wings, the butterfly goddess unfurled in all her majesty. She knew brute force would not win this fight. Instead, she danced, her movements weaving an intricate net of light, deflecting each devastating strike with precision. The sixth soul skill, Butterfly Dance, unleashed a flurry of luminous butterflies, their delicate wings carrying enough power to suppress even the mightiest of attacks. But Wang Qiu'er was relentless. Her fifth and sixth soul skills, Roaring Golden Dragon and Bloodthirsty Golden Dragon, clashed against Wang Dong'er's defenses, each impact sending shockwaves across the frozen battlefield. The turning point, Huo Yuhao's struggle. Just as the battle reached its peak, a blinding light erupted in the distance. Both women turned, and what they saw froze their blood. Huo Yuhao. He was locked in combat with an ethereal figure, his body battered, his clothes stained with blood. Each strike sent him crashing to the ground, yet he rose again and again, his eyes burning with desperation. Wang Dong'er and Wang Qiu'er's hearts shattered in unison. Without hesitation, they abandoned their duel, sprinting toward him, only to be thrown back by an invisible force. The god of love's voice boomed once more. "One must die for him to live. Choose." The sacrifice Wang Dong'er's choice. 3 seconds. That was all the time they had. Wang Dong'er didn't hesitate. Her fingers touched her forehead, And in that instant, the world seemed to stop. The wings of the goddess of light shimmered, then dissolved into countless motes of light, drifting away like embers in the wind. Her body swayed, her knees buckling. But even as her life faded, her eyes remained locked on Huo Yuhao, filled with love, regret, and a silent plea. Live for me. Then with a faint, content smile, she closed her eyes forever. The aftermath. Grief and a glimmer of hope. When the light faded, Huo Yuhao saw it. Wang Qiu'er cradling Wang Dong'er's limp form, tears streaming down her face. He collapsed, his voice a raw scream. No! Crawling forward, his arms trembling, he reached for Wang Dong'er, but her spirit had already departed. Her eyes, still open, held no light, only an echo of the love she could no longer give. Wang Qiu'er, her voice hollow, whispered, I lost, not to you, but to her. The valley's judgment, a second chance? Huo Yuhao's grief moved even the heavens. He begged, pleaded, take me instead. Bring her back. The valley responded, but with a cruel condition. Marry Wang Qiu'er, and Wang Dong'er remains dead. Huo Yuhao didn't falter. Never, I will only ever love her. Wang Qiu'er, consumed by guilt, stepped forward. Let me die in her place. But fate was not so kind. In the end, the valley granted a fragile mercy. Wang Dong'er's body was revived, but her soul remained fractured, trapped in an endless slumber. The long road ahead, a love beyond death with the acacia. Heartbreak Red's power, Huo Yuhao stabilized her fading life. Yet the elders confirmed the truth. Her soul was wounded beyond their skill to heal. Now their journey leads to the Haotian sect, where Wang Dong'er's family may hold the key to her awakening. But even in the darkest night, Huo Yuhao refuses to surrender. I will wait for as long as it takes. In the end, love is not just passion, it is sacrifice. It is pain. It is holding on when all hope seems lost. And for Huo Yuhao and Wang Dong'er, their story is far from over. Call to action, like, subscribe, notifications on. Was Wang Dong'er's sacrifice worth it? Could there still be hope for Wang Qiu'er? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Unrivaled Tang Sect lore and analysis.